Banana Ball takes over ESPN 8, the Ocho, for the third straight night. Welcome back to Louisville, Kentucky. Tonight it's Game 75 of the 2024 Banana Ball World Tour, loved by our friends from Ouchtown. Population, you bro. The powerful people over at Zappos. The Bananas have already won the series, and now they look to sweep the party animals out of Bourbon City. The Nanners have extended their season lead over the Animals to 9 games and are currently on a 10-game winning streak, the longest we have ever seen on one World Tour. And they are scorching hot coming in to our 75th game of the year. Welcome inside the booth with Josh Tolevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for joining us here on Saturday night. This Bananas team can just about do no wrong right now across this incredible winning streak.
They're very deep, and they're playing the best banana ball that we have ever seen, trying to not only get the sweep, but turn it into an 11-game win streak as well. And there are a couple other major storylines to follow along in tonight's game. The Bananas and Party Animals 15 trick plays away from 1,000 on this 2024 World Tour, and we've seen over the last 2 games the fans coming up with crucial catches in late games to preserve Bananas victories. If we see 3 catches from the fans tonight, we would have a new single series fan-caught foul ball record.
We'll have first pitch tonight in just a few minutes, about 2 or 3. But before you see Banana Ball, you've got to get the 11 rules of our young sport.
The name of the game is Banana Ball, and this is the fastest, most entertaining game in sports. Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. If you score the most runs in an inning, you get a point. The most points win the game. But in the last inning of Banana Ball, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, there is a 2-hour time limit. No new inning can start when the clock hits 0. Rule number 3, if you step out of the batter's box, it is a strike. Rule number 4, no bunting. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first. Rule number 6, no walks allowed. It becomes a ball for sprint until every position player touches the ball. Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, if a fan catches a foul ball, it is an out. In Banana Ball, everything's in play, so you better be ready. Rule number 9, the showdown tiebreaker. If the game is tied at the end of 9 innings, or when time expires, it is pitcher versus hitter with 1 fielder, and the hitter has to score. Rule number 10, the Banana Ball challenge rule. You, the fans, have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter rule. A team can send up any batter to hit in any spot in the lineup. This is guaranteeing the best possible matchup at the end of the game when it matters most. These are the official rules of Banana Ball.
You're watching ESPN 8, the Ocho, presented by Sonic. Looking now at the Bananas' defensive alignment. Left to right in the outfield, it's Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. Third to first in the infield, Kyle Jackson, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Brandon Crosby. Behind the dish, it's Eric Jones Jr., and on the mound is Ethan Skujay.
Ryan Cox is still leading all players on tour with 152 trick plays, but his buddy at second base, Jackson Olsen, 16 trick plays across his last 8 games. And we can't forget about the hat trick of trick plays we got from Reese Alexiadis, the rookie in right field.
Let's zoom in on Papa Scooge with a bucket hat on the bump. The pride of Victoria, British Columbia. 6'3" power pitcher, sits 93 to 94 miles an hour with the fastball, and is one of the best strikeout guys we have.
Owns a 2-1 record this season, and both of those wins have come over the last 2 months. He's making his 11th start this season, and he has averaged 3 outs in 3 minutes and 40 seconds since the start of June, and has not allowed an earned run in his last 9 2/3 innings pitched.
All right, quick look at the Party Animals lineup that opposes him. For the 3rd straight night here in Louisville, Jake Skoll leads it off. Dustin Baber elevated to the 2-hole. Dalton Cornett hits 3rd. Reese Hampton cleaning it up. Then Chase Acuff, Jason Swan, and Bryson Bloomer in the middle. Tanner Thomas, Noah Fisher, and Jordan Hussein at the bottom.
And it's that switch hitter Reese Hampton that Ethan Skujay is going to have to be very careful with.
This thing started, and in order to do that, when I count to 3, you are all going to yell at the top of your lungs, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime!
And away we go. The Bananas 40-22. The Party Animals 28-31. Trying to end the Nanners' 10-game winning streak. Started against the visitors, continued against the Firefighters. 2 more wins against the Drop Bears, now 2 straight against the boys in black and pink. First ball of the game, bobbled and not caught in the second deck. So a second life for the former first-rounder Jake Skoll, drafted by the Rangers back in 2010.
And with the way we have seen the defense from the fans so far in this series, just about every foul ball that comes off the bat of somebody in the box, your heart stops just a little bit.
Battle between 2 guys here who have both played in the top level of professional baseball down under, the Australian Baseball League. Scujay has also pitched professionally on 2 more continents. So Europe and Asia in there as well. As he blows the fastball by Skoll. Trackman had that one at 92. Scooge working quickly, goes back to the heat. Another 92-mile-an-hour heater, and gets the K of Skoll.
Well, we've seen an uptick in strikeouts for Jake Skoll as of late. He actually only had a handful of strikeouts across his 2 Ks across his last 37 plate appearances, but now 4 punch-outs in 10 here in Louisville.
Dustin Baber doing his Irish jig coming up to the dish. Watches the slider dance down and out of the zone. And he ends up going after the gas, top of the strike zone. I'd wager it was a pinch above it. Boy, that was a generous call there. Well, bite my tongue. Vincent Chapman vindicated by Trackman. Wasn't the best reception by Bill Leroy, but Trackman had it on the outside corner. This is a very catchable foul ball. And it ends up being grabbed on the bobble. Full capacity crowd here in Louisville Slugger Field want the out. But by definition of banana ball rules, it has to be a clean catch. No tip drill, snags allowed. Now the count full on Baber. Goes down swinging on the slider. 2 straight punch-outs to kick off the evening for Scooge.
Now up to 61 strikeouts on the season, and it is Scujay coming into tonight's contest with a 23% K rate. That is best among all qualified starters on this year's tour.
Big round of applause for Dalton Cornett out of Pipapassis, Kentucky. Said he has the whole town here. Gets jammed on this one. Reese Alexiadis into foul territory, leaping catch as he lands on the tarp. What a snag by Super Reese to disappoint the Pipapassis faithful.
3 trick plays a night ago, and tonight he starts off the game with an incredible web gem up against the tarp, and that's a 2-minute and 51-second frame for Ethan Scujay.
2 strikeouts and slap a star on the F9 to put a bow. Scujay gives Reese a huge hug. Here's how the Party Animals line it up defensively. Left to right in their outfield is Tanner Thomas, Reese Hampton, and Jake Skoll. Third to first in the infield, you see Bryson Bloomer, Chase Acuff, Dustin Baber, and Jason Swan. Catching is Dalton Cornett, and on the mound is Sean Fluke.
And last night we saw 21 total trick plays in the ballgame. 11 of them came from the Party Animals. They actually outpaced the Bananas, and they were led by Chase Acuff with 4. And meanwhile, Reese Hampton has really impressed with his behind-the-back catches manning the center field position.
At the center of it all, the exterminator, Mr. Undeniable, Sean Fluke out of Hudson, Florida, in the St. Pete area down in the Sunshine State. On his 3rd world tour here. As opposed to Scujay, Fluke is slow, and slower, but he's been mighty successful across his career.
He's making his 14th start of the tour, and this is his first since May 26th in Columbus. He had to recover from a broken hamate bone, but Fluke has the top minutes per inning mark among all starting pitchers. He records 3 outs in an average of 3 minutes and 14 seconds, and it's that 12-6 curveball that is really Fluke's bread and butter out on the pitcher's mound.
Let's feast our peepers on the Bananas lineup. DR Meadows at the top. followed by Dan Oberst and Eric Jones Jr. Reese Alexiadis in the cleanup spot. Then Jackson Olsen, Robert Anthony Cruz, and Brandon Crosby, with Ryan Cox, Kyle Jackson, and Alex Ziegler, the bottom three.
And it's these top two guys in the order, Meadows and Oberst, both with batting averages above 400 against Sean Fluke this year.
Here's a changeup to start the game from Fluke. Floats in at 72, according to TrackMan. And now 2 balls and no strikes on the Nanners center fielder. Three-one on the doctor. Fantastic second tour for the pride of Vidalia, Georgia. Jammed on this one. Tanner Thomas moseying over, lining it up, thinking about a trick play, grabs it behind his back for the first out for Fluke.
It is only the 6th.
Here we go from ESPNU to ESPN2. Welcome in. Happy to join in following the AUX softball event. Our very own Jocelyn Allo has been a star out in Wichita, Kansas. Reese Hampton trying to follow up. Tanner's behind the back catch with one of his own. And it's going to be a trick play missed as Oberst gets 2 bases on it.
Well, that was an aggressive trick play try for Reese Hampton. You see the difference in the trick plays. Thomas with plenty of time to set up and field that one behind the back. Reese still backpedaling a little bit as he tried to field that liner off the bat of Dan Oberst.
Sean Fluke was going from the stretch, or from the windup rather. Dan Oberst noticed it, took off for third, and Fluke ends up balking on it. So a free 90 for Oberst. The dangerous Eric Jones Jr. has to avoid the heater up and in. Former Minnesota Twins and Seattle Mariners minor leaguer. Pacing the tour with his .353 batting average, .446 on base percentage, and 9 home runs. That one right over our heads up here in the booth. Sneaky speed from Fluke with the 12-6 curve, slider, and changeup. All in the 70s to 60s. Goes sidearm. Tries to mess with EJ's timing, and it's fouled away.
Well, EJ's had such good numbers against Sean Fluke this season that he's trying to do whatever he can to get in the head of Eric Jones Jr., and that's why you saw the quick pitch on the 2-2. Now EJ skies this into right field. Jake Skoll will field this one and fire home. And it is Dan Oberst who's going to be held up at third base. Spectacular throw home from Skoll.
Surprised that Dan slammed the brakes there. Medium depth. Skoll has a howitzer for an arm, but still, Tyler Gillum, his head coach for the past 6 years as a Banana, his base running ideology is the green light special base running system. Pressure bursts pipes. Forced the defense to make a fantastic play. It was a good throw by Skoll, but behind home plate, Dan's got good speed.
I mean,
it's snuck in.
It's a good throw, especially considering he had a 360 motion before the throw home there from Jake Skoll.
Little extra spice. Debatable if it was necessary, but it ended up working out for him. Fluke finds the zone on the 3-0 offering. Needs to get one back in there. In Banana Ball, ball 4 is a sprint. Oberst will score easily from third. Healthy hack and a miss. Alexiadis has 2 home runs this year. Left the yard 29 times last summer, en route to winning Pioneer League MVP. Payoff. Just misses the outside corner. Reese gets the walk-off sprint, and the Bananas jump out in front, 1-0, 1 inning in. 17th inning ender on the tour for the kid out of Manhattan Beach, California. See if the party animals can respond when we come back. How about the Mananas out there goofing around on the batter's eye? It's just us and you, YouTube. hanging out in the ESPN2 commercial break. Oh boy, I would love if these party animals could stop gifting the Bananas points. Ball for sprint walk-off. It's not a recipe to win a ball game when you're doing that.
Can't ask for a better first inning, though, if you're Reese Alexiadis. Great catch up against the tarp, and then the walk-off in the bottom half.
After he earned his first Showman of the Night award last year of his Banana Ball career. Back on ESPN2 in 5. Welcome back to beautiful Louisville, Kentucky. You're watching Banana Ball live on ESPN2, currently rebranded to ESPN 8 The Ocho. This is our last live event. Another wild and wacky evening on the Ocho. Speaking of, Ethan Skujay currently with his back to home plate, and he tries to shock put the ball home. It ends up just a bit outside.
Ethan Skujay, just very much in the spirit of the Olympics. We'll see if he tries another shot put pitch, as he did go to the dirt and just get a little more of a better grip on the banana ball, and instead the regular delivery and misses high.
That, oh, if the net wasn't there, it was going to be right in the bread basket for Biko. Oh my word. My eyes lit up. Still yet to have an opportunity to catch a foul ball for an out. Now in my 4th year broadcasting Banana Ball, as Hampton finds the 4-hole. Is the first party animal to reach against Papa Scooge.
Again, batting .300 against Skujay this season with a home run, and now extends what is a 22-game on-base streak, the longest active one we've got in Banana Ball.
Former Tigers and Diamondbacks minor leaguer has to dart back to first as Skujay checks on him. Reese, 36 stolen bases across his minor league baseball career. Last year in the Atlantic League, ended up swiping an impressive 65 bags in 82 tries for the Gastonia Honey Hunters, as Skujay makes quick work of Chase Acuff. As Division II's hardest man to strike out in 2018, Skujay gets him on the high stinky cheese here.
That keeps Chase Acuff hitless so far in this series. It's actually the first time since mid-June we've seen Acuff with a back-to-back hitless contest for the party animals, as the throwdown from Eric Jones Jr. is to the left of the second base bag. Jackson Olsen not able to get the tag on Reese Hampton in time.
Reese showing you why we call him Reese Lightning. 8th steal in 9 tries this year. Jason Swan having a fantastic second tour. Lays off the heater just a tad in. Once again, Skujay sitting at 92 miles an hour, primarily with the fastball tonight. Takes a little off, that one at 90 on the dot to run the count full. That one misses a hair down. Good eye by Jason Swan, who looked like he might test the Bananas sprint defense. He slams the brakes, rounding first. Drives in Hampton from second, and has a ribeye with his ball for sprint.
Skujay in a little bit of disbelief over the call behind the dish, but credit Reese Hampton swiping second base, and then with Jason Swan able to get the ball for sprint. That's what leads to the first party animals run tonight. They'll try and see if they can hold up this lead in the inning and claim their first point.
A lot of attitude and a lot of turn from the party animals here. Ryan Rodriguez would bring something special. Zach Blankenship showing off his beautiful hair. Pure intimidation from Bronson Ballholm, and just cute there from Dylan Porter. So a reminder for those who may be watching your first Banana Ball game ever, every inning in Banana Ball is a game within itself. Whoever scores the most runs in an inning earns a point. That's why the Bananas currently lead 1-0 in the all-important points department after they walked off the first. EJ throws away the mask and will Grab the foul pop to retire Bryson Bloomer. And the Party Animals now have a chance to win the second inning. If Scooge is able to limit the damage to just this one run. And of course, it's going to take a goose egg from Sean Fluke on the other side to give the Party Animals their first point.
And with how good the Bananas offense has been recently for the Party Animals, you're just trying to tack on more runs in this inning. Give yourself a little more breathing room going into the bottom half as Scooge grazes the outside corner for a strike against Tanner Thomas.
Tanner the Dunkin' Donut, batter of the game. If he strikes out, full capacity crowd here in Louisville gets free donuts. It's as simple as that. Good combination here for Scooge, one of the best strikeout pitchers we have in Banana Land. Against the tour leader in Ks, Thomas has gone down on strikes 53 times. That's a 93-mile-an-hour fastball up and out.
It's just one of those chase pitches, trying to see if you can get Thomas to go after the high cheese. Now Scooge comes with the next delivery, and Thomas fouling off the slider.
It's a good fight. From 93 to 76 on the bender, according to TrackMan. Another one, too. Another good spoil by Thomas. That one out of the stadium. Not catchable for the fans. Tanner, a 2018 and 19 collegiate Banana. That's when he was at Tallahassee Community College. Finished up with 3 years at Virginia Tech as Scooge pays close attention to Swan, who was dancing off her first. And has a perfect 9 for 9 in his stolen base attempts this year. Healthy lead. He fakes the steal, and Thomas flies it to shallow left. Robert Anthony Cruz coming in, back flipping, making the catch, landing the flip, and an exclamation point to end the top of the second.
A beautiful play in left field from Robert Anthony Cruz. The rookie continues to impress with his backflip abilities in left field.
All right, friends on YouTube, it's a minute and a half until we come back on ESPN2. We'll give you a little sneak peek into the future as we get the crowd sing off here. Drake Toll, our beloved Party Animals correspondent. You can't see him now, but he's waving. There he is going to take things over when we come back with Sean Fluke on the mic. Yeah, it's going to be you, Drake. You. It's your time to shine. Oh, we're going to come back on Drake's mug. Now that's a beautiful rejoin. Straight to him, folks. So Josh and I are going to take a little soiree. A little shut-eye up in the booth. As my grandpa Larry would say, just resting his eyes. Ten seconds, now it's Draco clock, folks.
Back in Louisville, Kentucky, it's Banana Ball on ESPN2, the Ocho week, and it's a Party Animals takeover for this half inning. It's me, and it's the baddest man in Banana Land, Sean Fluke!
Yes, sir! We don't even need signs.
They are the greatest party in sports, and one pitch to Jackson Olsen into the stands to the fans. Did they catch the ball? It's a bobble and a no catch. Of course, every catch has to be clean. As we enter the inning, Party Animals lead the second 1-0. Every inning counts. They trail 1-0. Fluke, if you can get a clean inning, you tie the ball game.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Soft roller from Olsen, blown between the legs.
Oh, that guy's a bad man.
Count
Oh,
it!
man, is he good.
Trick play from the hot corner, Bryson Bloomer.
God, he's
Very
good.
nicely done.
Hey.
Unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
Sean Fluke, the action, the energy. What is it about the party animals that's different from the Bananas?
These guys, they just got that dog in them, bro. Oh, that's a bad pitch. It's just, it makes pitching easy, man. It really do. I got a quick shout out. Beefo Brady's back in Pasco County. I want to shout out my pops, all my family. They're got some beers drinking at the Beefo Brady's and they're watching me do my thing. As long as they don't give up a nuke.
Fluke, did you ever imagine you'd be on ESPN doing
I grew up watching ESPN. Oh, that's a bad pitch. Come on, Fluke.
3-0 the count.
This is dangerous, folks.
To Robert Anthony Cruz, what do you go to here?
Cut Johnson inside. Oh, Vincent Chapman.
Ball four sprints, exactly what it is in banana ball. There are no walks. Rack can go as far as he wants till all the party animals touch the ball. And he swipes
hey, that's on me, my bad.
All right, Flukey, man on second base. How does the approach change here?
Oh, well, it definitely changes. We gotta listen to this great band come out first, but I'm gonna try to get a little pop fly here, something in the infield maybe, a little ground ball. This way he stays there with 1 out. He can have third with 2 outs, I don't really care, but Crosby, wait, about to go back to the Mound Paladin.
It is showtime. Brandon Crosby standing up and getting crunk with the banana band.
All right, let's go from the stretch this time, unlike last time. By him.
Strike one on Cross. Fluke, you told me your fastball rides 92 to 96.
Yeah.
You feeling that tonight?
Oh.
That
Two
was
strikes.
64 miles an hour.
Damn it.
After the bender,
He's gonna
skull
tag.
and right. Robert Anthony
God, I
Cruz
did not want him
tags.
to tag.
Now a man 90 feet away for the Bananas to tie up the second inning, making it 1-1 in the second. Again, every inning counts, and banana ball points are the name of the game.
Hey, let's be smart on this one. You call it.
Ryan
No,
Cox.
you call.
Fluke, what's the pitch mix here? What's coming?
I told DC he can take over on this one. Change up. Here we go. A little sidearm action. Yep.
One strike on, and the party animals now 2 strikes away from winning the inning.
Hey, we only got 1 out, bub.
There are 2 outs,
Oh
Sean.
my God.
There are 2 outs.
Sorry, everyone at home.
Sean,
watching.
you're the pitcher.
Oh, this makes this way better open at that. There you go. A little slide piece down and in. Good call, Vince. I'll give you that one. You made a good call. Oh, we got 2 outs. There you go. Oh, inside heater, sidearm. Nope. Oh, he gave me that one. That's really bad.
2 strikes on him, Sean.
Oh,
Do
man.
it.
Come on.
End it.
Hey, I got a
End
donut
it.
sleeve on. All right, Chad. Here we
2
go.
strike pitch with 2 down and a man on third.
You dirty dog! Come on! Okay, we catch
Cox
the ball.
fights it
What
foul.
we got? 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, still 2 down.
High cutter. Pitch. We'll take that. 2s.
Count running even on Coxie.
Come on, baby.
Bouncer.
Come on, baby.
Baber.
Come on. Let's go.
Do it.
Come on.
Come on.
All day, baby.
Sean Fluke. Welcome to ESPN. Welcome to Banana Ball.
Good debut on ESPN right there, I'll say the least.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's not a bad day. It's not a
Sean,
bad
can you
day.
get me just a little bit of the belly? Just a little bit of the
That's hard work right
That's
there.
all I need.
boys.
Hey, the Beefo Brady's back home, the entire Fluke family. You see that? The party animals have won the inning.
Another look at Dustin Baber. A fine play up the middle. as he gunned down Ryan Cox. Sean Fluke strands Rack at third base. Party Animals earned their first point of the night. We're knotted at 1 each as we head to the third. Ethan Scujay back out on the bump. Maceo Harrison and the fellas just had a fantastic player dance, entertaining the 361st straight sold-out crowd in Banana Land. Felt like I was watching a Cher video. Shout out Dodgeball. The reason why we get to have this wonderful event every year of ESPN 8 The Ocho. 9, 10, and 1 due to swing it here for the Party Animals. Quick 0-2 count on Noah Fisher. Rookie here in Banana Ball, just like Scujay on the bump. Fish out of Northern Kentucky University, where he was the Horizon League Player of the Year in his final campaign in 2023. Video game numbers. Hit 343, reached base at a 502 clip, slugged 716, and none of those numbers are going to help him against the magnificent Scujay, who has strikeout number 4.
Well, the only drawback to the rookie campaign for Noah Fisher has been that strikeout rate, currently at 18%. As you see that slider diving away from Fish. Now it's Jordan Hussein who's swinging at the first pitch from Scujay. Out into right field, it's Brandon Crosby, and throws away the glove and comes down with a barehanded two-hand snag.
Showtime moves from first base out to right as Ziggy moved from the extra hitter spot over to first. Crosby now out there in Alexiadis' place defensively. Picks up trick play number 13. Baker's dozen now in his rookie campaign in 17 attempts. Back to the top of the order we go. 0-1 on Jake Skoll, and Scooge is gonna pause the action. Break into an impromptu dance, a little flash mob of 4 with Olson, Cox, and Meadows joining in on the fun behind him. Scujay got Skoll swinging to kick off our ball game. 360, and that one fought off. Not caught by the fans in the second deck.
And went off speed with that 360 pitch as well. Feels like he may once again be setting up Skoll for a heater. And instead it's Scujay who misses outside.
Deuce is wild. Fouled onto our heads. Once again, perfect direction. The distance not quite well enough to get into the booth.
My heart rate kicked up just a bit there. I was ready.
Full count on Skoll here in his 4th World Tour. First 2 with the Bananas. Last year, this year, of course, with the Party Animals. A nice battle here. Power on power. Swing and a miss. It's the bender that gets Skoll. Strikeout number 5 for Scooge, who's been terrific through 3.
Well, they call him the king of the strikeout for a reason. It's Ethan Scujay with pretty magnificent work in the 3rd inning. That inning finishes in 2 minutes and 48 seconds.
Man, 2 minutes, 48 seconds with 2 strikeouts is impressive. Little Crosby trick play sandwiched in between. That's beautiful. Okay, let's get it down to the young professor. This looks like a fun one. a look at a brand new promotion, the Louisville Slugger. Apropos here in Louisville Slugger Field. It was neck and neck the whole way. Gotta be piping hot in those sleeping bags.
I do not envy them whatsoever.
It's 86 degrees right now here in Derby City. Kyle Jackson gets his first career start as a Savannah Banana at third base tonight after he was a standout on Banana Ball's developmental team, the Visitors. 3 home runs in 6 games. That one struck well to Acuff at short. He shows off his terrific mitt and takes care of Jackson.
That's back-to-back nights as well where Chase Acuff has made a pretty stellar play on one hop at the shortstop position. Does a good job going down to the knee, waiting patiently, and making a perfect throw over to first base as the Bananas bat trickster Alex Ziegler now gets ready to take his first cuts tonight.
Ziggy in the 10-hole and plunked on the first offering from Fluke. Oh, the drama. Andy Archer's gonna come out and try and pick Ziggy up and inspire him. Did the trick. Wise words from Andy Archer. Just breathe.
I mean, he's been a gem in the clubhouse all year long, one of those great culture guys. Obviously showed it off right there, is just giving Alex Ziegler a little motivation, and Malachi Mitchell has entered into this ballgame as the designated runner. He's running for Alex Ziegler and moves up to second base thanks to a DR Meadows single.
Inning-winning run, now in scoring position. That would be breathed by Anna Nolick before. Nice scoop by Acuff. He's going to shovel pass it over to Bloomer to take Flash off the bags. Big play to get the second out. Just important nobody's mixing up Breathe with Just Breathe by Pearl Jam. Excellent tune. One of their newer songs.
I feel like people can tell the difference between the voice of Eddie Vedder and anybody else.
Well, Anna Nolick and Eddie Vedder sound surprisingly similar. It's remarkable how often the two get mixed up. Ball and a strike here on Eric Jones Jr. Flew out his first time. Great speed on second, representing the inning-winning run. Fluke tried to front door a slider, ends up below the knees. And now ball 4 would easily score Meadows from second base. It was a walk-off sprint to Alexiadis that won the Bananas the first inning.
And this has recently been a strong point of Eric Jones Jr.'s game, his discipline at the plate. Currently 5 straight games with the ball 4 sprint. Fluke comes set with the 3-1 and nails that one right over the zone.
Big payoff pitch here. Destroyed foul. We'll do it again. That one came in at 79 miles an hour, left EJ's bat at 103, according to TrackMan. That one misses. Jones Jr. has the walk-off ball 4 sprint, his 24th inning ender of the year, and the Nanners retake their lead in points. They're up 2-1.
And for Sean Fluke, it has been the control on the mound that has hurt him in tonight's ball game. Now a hit by pitch and 3 ball 4 sprints issued as Malachi Mitchell celebrates with a flip to home plate.
I don't know how gymnastics is technically scored, but that's a 10 out of 10 for me. Robert Anthony Cruz trying his luck.
That's an 11 out of 10.
Yep, I agree. You're spot on. All right, Maceo Harrison, infamous Bananas dancing first base coach. What do you got? Yeah, 12 out of 10. Maceo wins as per usual. Nanners lead by a point, 3 innings in the books. We'll have the top of the 4th when we get back. Job by Eric Jones Jr. That guy is having a heck of a series here in Louisville. Banana Band blasting away in the stands as we head to the 4th. Looks like Donnie's going to take over for Scooch. Welcome back to Banana Land. Another look at Maceo's celebration of the Bananas winning their 2nd point of the night. He gets the gold. Ty Jackson, the presenter. Big moment for Mace. Rack and Malachi, very cordial in their defeat. And then Jared Donaldson will take over on the bump for Ethan Scuje, Bananas splitter specialist. 2022 Peach Belt Pitcher of the Year at Georgia Southwestern. Helped the Nanas to a Pettit Cup, their 2nd straight Coastal Plain League championship. Now in his 2nd World Tour. Fires the fastball in for a strike to Dustin Baber, and now Vincent Chapman calls time, dusts off home, and shakes his derriere. Terrific dance from Vince, as per usual. Guys built different. 2, 3, and 4 due to swing it here for the Party Animals. Healthy hack there from Babes, who struck out against Scooch, who was terrific across 3 innings. 1 run, but 5 strikeouts. Only allowed 1 hit, 1 ball, 4 sprint.
Not much to complain about if you're Ethan Scuje, and the Bananas have not been complaining about the job that Jared Donaldson has done lately as his 1-2 misses outside. Over his last 8 1/3 innings of relief, Jared Donaldson has racked up 15 strikeouts on the mound.
You see the patented splitter there. 1,353 on the spin rate. It is really an impressive pitch from Donnie. And gets a flail and a miss from Baber there. Good start to the evening for the kid out of Albany, Georgia.
But what makes that splitter so effective is you've got to locate your fastball, and that's where we've seen the improvement for Jared Donaldson over the last couple of months. And of course, you're going to get a line dancing celebration as well when you get a K from Donnie.
Not as powerful in arm as Scuje, who sits 92 to 94. Donaldson, usually 90 to 92 with the fastball. That's where he's been. 1 batter into his evening. The big ovation for Dalton Cornett. 537 people live in Pipapassus, Kentucky. Dalton said they're all here tonight. Take a look at the fan club right there. That's a tough situation for Vincent Chapman, who will, off camera, wiggle his knees, show that taking a banana ball to the netherworld does not slow him down at all. Still a 1-2 count on Cornett. His father, Scott, is the mayor of Pipapassus, dean of students at Alice Lloyd College, where both Scott and Dalton went, and were both Hall of Fame caliber baseball players.
And Scott, the guy who Dalton is always going to whenever he needs to make any adjustments or tweaks to his swing. Yet again, we're seeing another strong offensive season from the Party Animals backstop.
Always helps when your dad got up to AAA in the Chicago White Sox organization. Fournette goes down on the splitter here, though. Donnie's got it working. Takes care of the Pipapassis kid. And has 2 quick Ks.
Well, the Party Animals are finding their ways to get back into counts against Jared Donaldson. We saw Baber go down on a 2-2 pitch, Cornette on the full count. But Jared Donaldson got ahead of both of those 2 batters 0-2 very quickly, and that was still massive for the righty on the mound.
Follows a splitter up with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball to Reese Hampton, switch hitting center fielder, who has the only Party Animals hit so far tonight. That one not catchable by the fans. Every foul ball in Banana Ball is a hold-your-breath type moment for a hitter. Reese felt pretty good about that one, knew it was going to leave the premises. And sees the splitter well there, watches it float below the knees. Fouled straight back.
Challenging Hampton with a high heater. Now I would expect Donnie to go back to that splitter. He's had a lot of success against Hampton this year. Switch hitter just 2 for 22 against Donnie, and fouling off yet another splitter from Jared.
Down to 12.58 on the spin rate on that one. Donaldson trying to strike out the side. 2 shakes. Finally on the same page with EJ. And he spikes what looked like a fastball there. Payoff pitch. That one driven deep out to right center field. It's going to be a couple hops off the wall. Hampton was watching it fly for a little while. Will cruise into second easily with his tour-leading 20th double. Now halfway to the cycle. Easy ones out of the way. Boy, is it fun watching Reese Hampton play Banana Ball.
4 of his last 5 contests have been multi-hit games. He's really been tremendous and just provides so much value with the fact that he can hit from both the left and right sides.
He scored the only run for the Party Animals tonight. He's in scoring position, 1-1 on Chase Acuff. Strikeout victim number 3 of 5 for Scoojay. Foul ball straight into a sweep. A couple doors down from us. Good to see everyone's A-okay. That thing had some serious velo coming backwards. Good job by Eric Jones Jr. That is an athletic play from the Bananas backstop, who pounds his chest staring into the Bananas dugout afterwards.
Pretty fired up about the job he's doing behind the plate right now, and you always got to be a little extra dialed in, catching the splitter that so often is getting buried in the dirt. This one barreled to DR Meadows, who tries to come up with a trick play behind his back. Ricochets look like off the heel of his glove, and that will lead to another run for the Party Animals as Hampton comes around to score with 2 outs.
It was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, came off the bat of Acuff at 96. That's a tough one to get. A trick play on. The Party Animals will celebrate with the John Wall celebration. Bold move. That was, of course, John Wall, a superstar, an hour and a half down the road at Kentucky. I don't think the fans here in Louisville loved it. But we knew what we were doing when we decided to poke fun at the hometown crowd. Slider there. Rare you see the breaking ball from Donaldson. Goes back to the slider. It's now 1-2 on Jason Swan. Another rare sight. Donaldson kind of messing with his arm slot there.
Yeah, usually instead you see him messing with batters' timing, sometimes with a quick pitch or a double leg kick. But instead opting to go a little more 3/4 with that pitch.
Acuff takes off from first, and it's a called strike 3. Inside corner. as Donaldson picks up 3 Ks. But the Party Animals push across an unearned run on the trick play missed for Meadows in center and have a chance to even up the game. Another look at the strikeout looking to end the top of the 4th. Hey baby time, YouTube. Things you love to see. Hey, hey baby.
Woo! Ha!
I wanna know if you'll be my girl.
I wanted to do the high harmony.
All right, a little more Hey Baby. We'll be back in 10. It's Hey Baby time here in Louisville Slugger Field. Age-old tradition in Banana Land. Full capacity crowd getting in on the fun. Louisville, Kentucky, the 47th city to ever get live banana ball. First time we've ever brought our young sport to the Bluegrass State. And we had to get Party Animals third baseman Bryson Bloomer on the mic for the occasion. Pride of Lexington, Kentucky. Bloom, baby, how you doing tonight?
Mic check, 1, 2, mic check, 1, 2. Pico Josh, I love you.
Love you too, buddy. Coming in loud and clear. What's it mean to get to bring banana ball to Kentucky?
It's amazing. I'm so happy to be here, and I get a standing O. We got a ball in the field. Hold up. People cheer for me when I come to the plate just based on where I'm from, and I'm honored.
4, 5, and 6 due to swing it here for the Bananas against Dalton Ponce, who comes in to relieve Sean Fluke.
I'm Ponce.
Boy, Ponce has been such a bright spot for you guys. He has been a star in his rookie campaign.
I predicted it.
I knew it.
I knew it. Ponce is made for this. I love that guy. We get a fly ball right here. Fan catch. Fan catch. Almost.
Now, Bryson, you're coming off the first ever Party Animals headlining tour, nearly 2 months, where you only played the Bananas once. That was back on June 8th in Fenway Park. What was it like being the home team and the main attraction of banana ball for the nights you were a part of that?
Well, I'll tell you after this pitch. Attaboy! Hey, I'll tell you this right now. That 2 months was the most fun I've ever had, and it was also a great chance to learn more about banana ball and what it truly means to be fans first. We got the opportunity to put on a show. Fans packed it. They loved us. It was an absolute blast.
Yeah, Bloomer, a very successful stint for you guys. A 9-3 record across that time. As this one is lined past your glove. Dalton Malden with a single into left field for the Bananas. Bloomer, you've got one of the 4 trick plays in tonight's ballgame. We're 11 away from 1,000 on the World Tour.
Wow.
What is it like to be on the precipice of trick play history right now?
All I have is one word, and it's blessed. Honestly, the boys grind. We all grind. We know what we got to do every day, day in and out. We put the work in, and it's shown, for sure.
So Dalton Malden pinch hits for Jackson Olsen, a 97-mile-an-hour liner past our man on the mic, who never had a chance in the world at it.
That was a barrel.
That was well struck. Now Michael Vitamin D pinch hits for Robert Anthony Cruz.
We're getting a double play ball right here. We're rolling it. We're going to go hit. Come on. Come on. Good spot. Attaboy.
Bloomer, how special was it last night to see the cool moment at our staff chat with Dalton unveiling a Michael Jordan autographed basketball to the man, the myth, the legend, Reginald Horton, as that one is in fact a barrel
from
the barrel master himself. Skoll's going to fire it in. Babers the relay, and he throws behind Dalton. He's back safely at third.
Sneaky. Hey, I'll tell you what, Reggie was so excited about that. He told me today that he's actually going to sleep with that ball. He said that I'm going to sleep with it.
With or without the case that it came in?
Well, we hope with the case.
I don't think he's going to I don't think he's going to sleep with the case.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 2nd.
Here's Brandon Crosby, Bloomer, and the rest of his Party Animals infield on the grass.
Yep. Plays it 4. Hard on the ground. Looking in 4. Go 1. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Come on, Ponce. Good. Head early.
90-mile-an-hour fastball, according to TrackMan.
Come on, baby. Let's go. On Ponce. Big pitch right here, baby. Down and ready. Ooh, good pitch, good spit. That's good banana ball.
Big bender from 90 to 73.
All right, here we go. 1-2. Action count. Down low. Ready for the play. Another foul ball. We got to battle.
I love being inside your head at such a high-pressure moment here, Bloomer.
You got to slow it down. You got to have a plan, and I'm going to take y'all through that. Again, here we go. 1-2. 2 fastballs fouled back. Chance for a rollover right here. Spits on it again.
It's another great take from Showtime.
All right, here we go. We got 2-2. Someone's got to win right here. Someone's got to win. Come on, Ponce. Come on, Ponce. Oh, we got a battle.
Ball 4 wins the inning for the Bananas.
Oh, Ponce, let's go, baby, right at him. Come on, you want right here. You want a challenge. You want to force this hitter uncomfortable. Get in there. Make him make a hit. There we go. We got back 4.
Diving stop, Baber. Heck of a job to get Crosby at first. The inning is tied at a run each.
Yep.
But Baber saves the inning there.
Attaboy, Baber.
Had his behind turned to home plate, so was not going to be able to get Dalton Malden at home. But a great job turning and pivoting over to Jason Swan at first base and getting a second out for the Animals here.
Now we got to salvage. Now we got to make a play. Anyway, anyhow, laying out. Save that run. Come on, Baber. Do it again.
Oh!
Attaboy.
Between the
legs.
legs.
Come on, Vico, Josh. Come on. We salvaged. We got to go get some more. We got a ball game.
Thank you so much, Bryson. We love you, man.
All right. Thank you, guys.
There goes Bryson Bloomer. The 4th inning ends at a run each. So the Bananas preserve their 2-1 lead in points. We'll toss it down to Tori Briotti.
United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and bring families together, we created a nonprofit called Bananas Foster. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating those in the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Spencer family. Right here in Kentucky, there are over 8,000 children and teens in foster care. Alicia and Megan wanted to make a difference, so they became a licensed foster family 4 years ago. They have welcomed 6 kids into their home and adopted 1 into their family forever. Fans, please join us in celebrating the Spencer family for making a difference right here in your community.
Another huge shout out to the Spencer family. Foster family for 4 years and have welcomed 6 children into their home. Superheroes here in Louisville, Kentucky area. Dustin Baber was the superhero for the Party Animals there in the bottom of the 4th inning. Full extension, diving play up the middle to save the frame and then pulls off a trick play on a well-struck grounder there to get the final out with the potential inning-winning run coming home from 3rd.
He's had some of the best infield instincts that we've ever seen in Banana Ball, and that play on the liner from Brandon Crosby, an inning-saving play. and then he hardly gets back into position before Ryan Cox has a ball right at him. And Baber still with the banana ball awareness to get the transition between the legs and still secure a split of the inning. As the Bananas still leading this one by 1 as Jared Donaldson was the first pitch strike to Bryson Bloomer.
Splitter there for strike 1. Goes to the slider and Bloomer lays off. It was not a mistake when Baber was awarded a Junior College Gold Glove Award back in 2018. Boy, that's a barreled ball from our man fresh off the mic, Bryson Bloomer. He is going to coast into second with a stand-up double to lead off the first of the 5th.
Well, at one time, Bloomer and Donaldson teammates for the Bananas. Bloomer's always seemed to have had Donaldson's number since moving over to the Party Animals. In fact, collected his very first career banana ball home run against Donnie.
Tanner Thomas taking off for first. He's going to steal it. His tour-leading 5th steal of first base as Bloomer advances to third on the wild pitch.
You'll take it any way you can get it. Tanner Thomas, just about every time he sees a ball ever get away from the catcher, he is confident in his speed, and he's trying to get up there and steal first base. Heck of a season for Thomas in that department. The Party Animals threatening early in the 5th.
A lot of high-pressure pitches here for Jared Donaldson, who had a laborious 32-pitch top of the 4th inning. Extended due to a trick play missed from his center fielder. That's a phenomenal stop by EJ. Keeps Bloomer at third and Thomas at first. Great speed on each corners of the diamond. Fisher giving the fans a chance to get Donnie out number 1 here in the 5th. And it's a kid who comes up with it. Fisher fouls out to a young fan, pounding his chest. What a play by that kid.
A crazy grab, and once again, the fans coming up in a key situation to record an out for the Bananas. Good on him for bringing that glove to the ball game tonight.
And now it looks like we're going to have an impromptu Kentucky Derby. The trumpet blaring, Connor Higgins out the gate leading, Brady Keiss and Peter Holden neck and neck. Jordan Hussein taking up the rear. Keiss now jumps out in front, Holden in second, Higgins in third. Hussein trying to make a late kick. They're coming around our one and only turn. Peter Holden jumps out in front. The jockeys furiously trying to implore their horses to step on the gas. And Jordan Hussein's steed is getting on it. Hussein and Holden neck and neck. Here comes Keiss. Hussein from last place to first wins the Louisville Banana Ball Derby. As his reward, he gets to hit.
Is the horse named Jordan Hussein as well? I'm curious about that.
It is.
You know, they've always got the fun names in the Kentucky Derby.
Yep, Jordan Hussein, riding Jordan Hussein. Doesn't get more fun than that. Connor Higgins was...
I heard his horse was, I can't believe it's not butter.
There it is. I couldn't remember what his horse's name was. As Tanner Thomas with a well-timed steal with a pretty wild pitch there from Jared Donaldson. So Thomas swipes first, swipes second. He's up to 11 stolen bases on the tour in 13 tries. Jones continues his clinic behind the plate of blocking balls. Now 2 men in scoring position. Payoff pitch to Hussein. A reminder, ball 4 will score both Party Animals. Donaldson from the windup. This one flicked out to right. Medium depth. Crosby makes the catch. There goes Bloomer. Throw past Ziegler. Head first dive. And it's a sac fly for Hussein. Nice piece of situational hitting.
We've seen limited time out in right field for Brandon Crosby this season. Usually more of a first baseman, sometimes second baseman, and Party Animals trusted that the speed of Bryson Bloomer was going to be enough to beat the arm of Brandon Crosby.
Party Animals push a run across. Third time in 5 innings they've been able to score. So far, it's been 1 run every time. They won the 2nd inning. 4th inning ended up knotted at a run each. Back to the top of the order we go. Splitter for strike 1 to Jake Skoll. Skoll bookended Scoojay's evening tonight, swinging strikeouts in both plate appearances. Happy to see a new face 60 feet and 6 inches away. Thomas dancing off second, garnering a lot of attention from Donnie and Jones. Once again, EJ with a nice stop behind the dish. Wow, that should not have been called a strike. That was generous. Trick play for Dalton Malden, bounces it to himself, flipped over to Ziggy to limit the damage to just the 1 run. Bananas will need 1 run to tie the inning, 2 runs to extend their lead to 2 points over the Party Animals. Bottom of the 5th from Louisville after this. All right, Dalton Ponce, you've got a run to work with once again, my friend. See if he can tie this game up. Got some dizzy musical chairs going on in left field. We're going to see if you're going to watch Dalton Ponce. There they go. The control room delivers as per usual. You join the competition with 1 competitor already eliminated. Welcome back to Banana Land. ESPN 8, the Ocho shows you Cowboy Kyle Lewis. Creative way to bless home plate umpire Vincent Chapman with some fresh banana balls. It's one sneaky cat, Kyle. At the tail end of dizzy musical chairs. Good day for that guy.
12-year-old Michael! Go get it, go get it, go get it, go get it! Give me my hand, everybody!
Good day for that guy, too. For the first man we were talking about, it's because the Yankees took down the Blue Jays today. For our youngster, it's because he's the first person to catch a foul ball for an out so far tonight.
And the 6th man to catch a foul ball in this series in Louisville. We are 1 away from tying the single series record that was set in Fresno in early May this year.
Healthy swing and a miss from Kyle Jackson. The starting shortstop for Kent State University this past year. Mostly played third base across his previous 3 years. Up in Kent, Ohio. Originally from Bowling Green. Boy, he has a promising banana ball career. Dalton Ponce gets him on the curveball here.
Busting out the breaking ball and giving a little hip shimmy as well. Dalton Ponce has just really brought it to a new level since the start of June. He's averaging over a strikeout per inning pitched and averaging 4 minutes and 12 seconds to record 3 outs since then.
13 punch-outs in 11 frames to be exact since the beginning of June. Alex Ziegler steps in and has himself 2 balls and no strikes. Ponce, a traditional 5-pitch mix. Sits 90 to 91 with the fastball. And nice piece of hitting there by Ziggy. Kid out of California University of Pennsylvania with the 1-out knock here in the bottom of the 5th.
Getting ahead in the count will help you. And Alex Ziegler has not been a slouch with the bat this season for the Bananas. Has a pair of doubles that almost left the yard early in the tour.
These were his first 2 at-bats of the tour, to be exact, as you take a look at the bat boy tonight here in Louisville Slugger Field. Terrific job by that youngster. Bananas order flips on its head. DR Meadows at the top. Tapper the other way. Baber will get it. No! Throws it over his shortstop's head. Malachi Mitchell's going to advance over to third as Meadows follows him up to second. That is a rare and costly error from Dustin Baber.
Had 2 great defensive plays an inning ago, and they're turned around trying to get the lead out and had to do it in haste with the speed of Malachi Mitchell, and that's what forced that mistake from Baber.
Director of Entertainment Zach Frangelo is going to ballet his way up to home plate. There's his patented split to finish it up. He is banana ball split hitter, and somehow Dalton Ponce finds a way to get a strike on him. Frangelo went to UNLV, committed to play baseball there, ended up never getting to play due to concussions. Pursued a career in dance. You see that turned out swimmingly. And he's been impressive with the bat across his banana ball career. Not here. 90 miles an hour, elevated, and it's a 3-pitch strikeout for Dalton Ponce.
Nonetheless, the move's very impressive, and Frangelo still with pretty good round of applause from the crowd as you get another look at that elevated heater from Ponce.
For a guy who struck out swinging at a pretty similar pitch in his last banana ball at bat, all I can say is I know how it feels, Zach. I don't recommend trying to face off against Willie Stargell's grandson, Derek Silv. Nasty stuff on the bump. I took 3 mighty hacks, came up empty on all of them. Bryson Bloomer under the leg on a hot shot. That was 100 miles an hour off the bat of Eric Jones Jr. No problem for Bloomer. Goes between the legs, gets his second trick play of the ball game, earns the Party Animals their second point, and we're tied at 2 after 5. Let's get it down to our Party Animals correspondent, Drake Toll, on the field.
Biko, Josh, I'm here with my friend Josh, who came from Champaign, Illinois to see the Party Animals, and as you can see, this guy is decked out. Josh, okay, why are you a Party Animals fan and not a Bananas fan?
Oh, the Bananas are great, but the Party Animals know how to bring the party, brother!
Josh, this atmosphere, Louisville the whole weekend, explain it to me. What have you seen here at Louisville Slugger Park?
Oh, it's just the greatest ever!
Josh, the game of banana ball in general, it's unreal. How do you describe it to someone who's never seen it before?
Oh, it's the most electric thing on TV now.
People love the Savannah Bananas, I get it, but there's a whole lot of Party Animals fans that come to every single one of these games, bring the pink, they bring the black, they bring the energy. It's the greatest party in sports, and it has taken over Louisville. You guys, party on.
I've got a sneaky suspicion that Josh is from Pippapassus, Kentucky. That sounded like an Eastern Kentucky accent to me.
I love his look. I've got to say it right now. I love what he's got going on.
That's actually traditionally how they dress up their beards over in Pippapassus.
I did not know that.
Yep. That's why Dalton always shaves, because he doesn't want to have to throw the dye in there every day. 2, 3, and 4 here for the Party Animals. Dustin Baber chugging a beer. As we head to the top of the 6th inning, Jared Donaldson out for a 3rd frame on the mound. Dalton Cornett waiting on deck, the dangerous Reese Hampton in the hole. And Baber takes a 90-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees for strike 1. Babe struck out against Scujay his first time. Struck out against Donaldson back in the 3rd. It was the first batter that Jared faced tonight. Chance for the fans to make another play. Wow. They do not come up with it. That thing ping-ponging around up in the second deck. Big bender. Little splitter that ended up backing up on Donaldson. Freezes Baber, who now has a hat trick of strikeouts.
Just the motion on that pitch is what had Dustin Baber unable to even offer up a swing there. And just the way Eric Jones received that ball, you knew it was going to get rung up by Vincent Chapman.
Here's the home state kid. Fly out and strike out so far tonight. And that one, 103 miles an hour off the bat, according to TrackMan. Cranked into right for a one-out single.
Great to see from the home state kid, trying to get his batting average to climb back above 300 as you get a look at that Cornette fan club in the stands. Dalton Cornette still yet to have a season in his banana ball career where he has batted below 300.
I would love to get one of those Dalton Cornette fat heads. Put that up on the wall back home. I'm sure my fiance Lauren would love it. Throw it up next to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild poster. Talk about feng shui. 1-2 here on Reese Hampton. A single, a double, and two of the Party Animals' 3 runs scored tonight. Well, he's seeing the ball well, does not bite on the slider there. Gives the fans another chance. They come up empty. Had to wait a long time to find out the verdict on that foul ball. Good job spoiling a heater. Hampton out of Charlotte, North Carolina on his 3rd world tour. Pokes this the opposite way. Robert Anthony Cruz hardly has to move. There's out number 2.
Fans, introducing the world's tallest pitcher, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
Here comes the 10 feet, 9-inch tall legend out of Ellaville, Georgia. Stilts in his 4th world tour. And pound for pound has been as good as anybody on the bump this year.
He's the secret ace of this Bananas bullpen with an earned run average at 1 and the chance to get it below 1 in this outing. We saw this matchup between Stilts and Chase Acup on Thursday night, and it was Stilts who actually induced a ground ball double play against the Party Animal shortstop.
Only took 1 pitch to take care of Acuff on Thursday. Chase is swinging at the first offering he gets here. And the fans cannot make it another one and done for Acuff against Stilts tonight. That one all the way to the backstop. There's a gentleman's agreement between the two sides that you don't steal on Stilts, but if there's a wild pitch, you're free to run. Bronson Ballholm, the designated runner, in there for Cornette, will take the free 90. That one, a laser beam out to right center field. It's going to score Ballholm easily. Acuff scampering into second with an RBI double.
Big time for Chase Acup to pick up his first hit in the series. And a really good job after being a bit early on the first pitch from Dakota Stilts Albritton, not getting the hardest contact, being able to sit back and just drive one into that right center gap. Score another run for the Party Animals, who will try and have the lead hold up in the bottom half.
Stilts now facing off against his good friend Jason Swan, who hops from the left-handed batter's box into the right and now back into the left-handed side. Saw him do this a few times a year ago. He's not a switch hitter, but you watch him take some BP lefty, you'd think he is. Cox is going to grab the trick play as he's just able to nab Swan barreling down the first baseline. Stilts lowers his ERA below 1, but he gives up a second run for Jared Donaldson. And the Party Animals are in a prime position to take their first lead in points of the night. Dalton Ponce will have 2 runs to work with when we come back. That would be 1 run to work with when he comes back, everybody. Pico took a glance up at the 2-2 scoreboard. That would be points. Points, folks, not runs. Figure it out, Pico. As we honor all the service members, past and present here in Louisville, pass that on to everybody watching at home. Chad, are we giving out this buzzword to only YouTube or to YouTube and ESPN too? Okay, so are we giving it out right now? Oh, there it is. Kentucky Derby.
Folks, please, it's Kentucky Derby with a B.
It says Derby.
I promise you, that's a typo.
We'll take either. We'll take either one. Chad says it's intentional. No, only Derby. You have to put Kentucky Derby, according to coordinating producer Chad Reese. Comes from the top down. I don't know why you'd think it was Derby, Josh. Clearly says Kentucky Derby.
This is why I lost my 4th grade spelling bee.
Take a look at the Abraham Lincoln Bridge across the Ohio River. Louisville, Kentucky on this side. Jeffersonville, Indiana behind our camera at this current moment in time. 3 ways to get across the water. You can also grab the Clark Memorial or the Big 4 Bridge, which I had the honor of running over this morning with our Director of Creative Content, Yvonne Trezak. Quick 0-2 count here on Reese Alexiadis. And his at-bat ends with a foul out to a fan in the second deck. Guy sat down immediately. Now he'll take the shine he deserves.
That was an unreal snag right along that second deck in the first row. He comes up with the catch, and I think his momentum took him back to where he fell back in the chair just because he had to. That was unbelievable. And we've tied the single series fan caught foul ball record.
That's the second tonight, 7th of the series. Louisville, Kentucky now ties Fresno, California. Still 3.5 innings to break that record as Jackson Olsen gets a touch-up on his makeup from his good buddy D.R. Meadows. Get some good mustard behind this one out to left center, but tracked down on the run by Reese Hampton. 90-mile-an-hour fastball by Ponce, left the bat at 96. And 350 feet away is where TrackMan had Hampton making the catch.
And Reese Hampton was an 80-grade outfielder in the Detroit Tigers minor league organization, and it was that first step into the left center gap that made all the difference in him making a really great snag.
Here's our resident Washington Nationals former minor leaguer, Robert Anthony Cruz. Ball 4 sprint back in the second and was pinch hit for by Michael D. We do have re-entry in Banana Ball, so you can pop back into the lineup in the spot that you were replaced in. Rack has to wait for Ponce, Baber, Acuff, and Hampton to break out a choreographed dance before he's going to get this 0-1. Little Jay-Z for the people. And a swing and a miss.
He actually ranks first among all Party Animals pitchers in his .622 strike percentage this season. Get another look at why Ponce's so good. Just having fun as he does it. And again, he's only allowing ball 4 sprints to 4% of batters this season.
Big swing and a miss. 12-6 curveball. And Dalton Ponce picks up his 4th strikeout to put a bow on 3 innings of one-run relief. Party Animals jump out in front 3 points to 2. As they scored runs in 3 straight innings, cash in on points in 2 of the 3. Ponce earning the point each time. We'll get it down to the young professor for a water balloon derby.
What do you got over there?
I'm over here on the third base dugout with my boy Brandon over here, and Connor Big Butter Higgins up top, firing him in there.
All right, it's Party Animals versus Bananas. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. We got one.
Oh, we're off to a hot start.
We got two.
Oh, there we go. Count them, folks. Just a bit outside.
Come on, Gus. We are all aboard the Gus bus.
Now we're hitting our groove.
He's swinging wildly. Keep it going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the clock. All right. Jake Lialios, what did you wind up with over there?
We got 12 over here.
We have 16 water balloons on the banana side. Sorry, guys. All aboard the Gus bus with Andy Archer. Ladies and gentlemen.
How about the accuracy from Andy Archer with a celebratory water balloon to the chest of his guy down on the Bananas dugout. It's going to be 7-8-9 here for the Party Animals. Kicking off the 7th inning, Zach Phillips takes over on the mound for Dakota Stilts All-Britain with Sean Fluke, Brett Helton, Peter Holden, and Zach Blankenship all doing their best to distract the new Bananas reliever. Philly's on a heck of a tear on the mound. You see he works as quick as anybody. Former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer after 4 years in their farm system here in his second world tour with the Bananas. Just misses the outside corner with the curve. Wanted the call from Vincent Chapman. Already we have the 6th pitch of the at-bat, and it's going to be a sprint for Bloomer, a rare sight as of late. Bananas get it around all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher in short order. Just one base for the Party Animals third baseman, who's aboard for the 2nd time tonight. Take a look at the numbers here for Philly.
It's Phillips with an earned run average under 1 over his last 16 innings pitched. And we saw last night, tossed a 1 minute and 17-second inning. We had actually never seen a 1 minute and 17-second inning coming into this weekend. We've seen them in back-to-back games from Philly and his teammate Andy Archer.
Hashtag banana ball as Robert Anthony Cruz catches that one on the run. It will not be a trick play. Made the catch, then he added the round off for a little extra flavor. We appreciate it. Another look at it here. That's a fun one. Here's Noah Fisher, who has struck out and fouled out to a fan so far tonight. High chopper, Eric Jones Jr. over to second for one. That one was fouled off of Fisher. So redact that, just a foul ball. Bloomer jogs back to first. You take a look at the numbers here for Fish. Started out gangbusters, had the best weekend offensively in Tampa Bay to open this tour out of anybody. It's slowed down since, but boy, is he a talented offensive weapon as we get deja vu. Another high chopper to EJ. This time it didn't get a piece of Fisher on its way out of the batter's box, and it will be a fielder's choice as he takes Bloomer's place over at first.
Good hustle from Fish. Out the top of the 7th in the hands of Bronson Ballholm, who's left the designated runner position and entered the game as the extra hitter for Jordan Hussein.
That means the designated runner is killed for the night for the Party Animals. Correll Prime freshly inserted at first. Won't have a chance at that one. It clings off the netting down the first base line. Reese Alexiadis back in at right. Jackson Olsen back at second in place of Dalton Malden. Ty Jackson takes over for David Ray Meadows in center. So a host of defensive replacements, including EJ over at third, who moves from behind the plate to the hot corner and gets 2 of the 3 outs there for Philly.
Now 9 trick plays in the ball game, and we are 6 away from 1,000 on this 2024 World Tour.
Another look as EJ goes under the leg. Nanners have a chance to tie the game in the bottom of the 7th. This is a fun one. We saw this a couple nights ago. It had the two of us transfixed in the booth as we had no idea it was coming. Couldn't believe what was happening, and now, as you can hear, the crowd responds well to it as well. It's a beautiful evening for banana ball here in Louisville, Kentucky. Welcome back on ESPN2, our final live event of ESPN 8 The Ocho this year, which will resume at midnight here on ESPN2, all the way until 11 a.m. tomorrow. There'll be plenty more obscure sports for you to take in, starting with Jiu-Jitsu as we flip to August 4th, and you take a look at Dylan Porter's numbers here on his second World Tour. He takes over for Dalton Ponce, who was terrific across 3 innings of 1-run ball, earned the Party Animals 2 points.
Trying to keep the Bananas off the board in the bottom half of the 7th, and quickly ahead 0-2. It's Porter on the mound for the 30th time this season. He's averaging almost 2 base runners for every inning pitched, mainly due to 28 ball four sprints allowed, but opponents batting just .252 against him. It's really tough to hit when he's finding the zone consistently.
And the control has been a lot better as of late. Last 9 games, 10 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, a 3.60 ERA. Good job by Crosby there to foul off a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, according to TrackMan. Porter, a high spin rate guy out of Oakland, California. Freezes Crosby on the outside corner. Porter rings the bell for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th.
And that's a call that the Bananas are going to need to take a little bit of note of, especially those right-handed batters. Vincent Chapman giving a little bit of a nice call, generous call, I should say, on that outside corner.
TrackMan liked it, said it grazed the black of the plate. I agree, it did not look as close as TrackMan thought it was. Taking a look in on the center field camera. 1-1 coming here to Ryan Cox. That one just misses. Banana shortstop with a pair of groundouts to second so far tonight. And he'll earn the ball for a sprint. See if he tests the Party Animals. No. They're going to get it around to all their fielders in short order. Good move by Cox, who now has 12 sprints on the tour compared to just 9 strikeouts. Really valuable guy to have near the bottom of the order.
Always puts up a good plate appearance, is able to get very defensive and battle off pitches. And the Bananas wisely using their designated runner yet again, Malachi Mitchell, entering over at first base.
3rd time Flash has pinch run tonight. Designated runner can pinch run 1 time every trip through the order. The Party Animals have burned theirs as Brunson Ballhome came in to hit for Jordan Hussein to end the top of this inning. Now Correll Prime, former Rockies and Rangers minor leaguer, steps in. An unbelievable start to his young banana ball career he's had with the Visitors. Across his first weekend of action, just 3 games, hit for the cycle. And blasting another home run in Indianapolis as well, and he tattoos this down the left field line. Flash was off on the pitch, head first slid into second. He's going to get the wave around third. Throw from Acuff. Not in time. Bang, bang at the dish. It was a perfect strike from the Animals shortstop. But the Olympic caliber speed of Malachi Mitchell ends up beating the wrap. going to be a challenge from the Party Animals. There were no challenges last night when we were on ESPN. 3 on Thursday night. Party Animals were 1 for 2 in their attempts. A minute on the clock. We take another look at it here. That angle's not going to overturn anything. Has to be conclusive evidence to flip the call on the field.
He's safe.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear Vincent Chapman made the right call. Another look at a third excellent angle. Safe.
Call on the field stands.
Good work, Vincent. Malachi Mitchell channeling his inner Muhammad Ali. Louisville legend. Showing you how great he is. What a time for Correll Prime to grab his first career banana ball walk-off. We're tied at 3. Let's get it down to the young professor.
Couples who are going to be in a balloon popping challenge. I've got Mark and Angie who have been married for 40 years, and I've got Steve and Barb who have been married for 43. They're going to have to run down, pop the balloon with a front pop with their husbands, a sitting pop for the second one, and a back pop. You'll see what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called Menopops. Ladies, are we ready? Husbands, are you ready? Yeah, I bet you are. On your mark, get set, go. Here we go. That front pop, that's very good. We got an early pop. Mark and Angie are off to the races here. Oh, Mark's waiting for it. Here it comes. Oh, it squeezes out. And oh, we got a rubbing from behind. Here comes Barb. She's going. Oh, fellas, assume the position. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the 40-year couple, Mark and Angie, win Menopops.
What a time for Menopops, it turns out. Austin Krasminski is going to take over on the bump from the former Royals minor leaguer in Zach Phillips to the former Angels and Cubs minor leaguer in Krem, as you get another look, as you must, at the big finale there in Menopops.
In 85 career minor league games, Austin Krasminski owns a 3.08 earned run average, and he's actually second among qualified bananas with his 3.15 earned run average this season. And opponents batting just .210 against him on the year.
3-pitch mix, 4-seam fastball, 90 to 94. That last one TrackMan had at 90 on the dot, just a bit inside on Jake Skoll. That one at 91. Combined 12 years of minor league baseball experience between the pitcher and hitter here. Top of the order for the Party Animals. We are knotted at 3 points each. 2 innings left to play with well over 25 minutes on our 2-hour timer. Knock on wood, looks like we'll get to the 9th inning with plenty of time to spare. Across 62 Bananas games this year, every single one has gotten to the 9th before the 2-hour timer has run out. This is game 63 here. Looks like the streak will continue. Fastball just misses.
Krem and Bill Leroy, who's come into the game at catcher, trying to work high on Jake Skull, and you get a look at the Skull shift in the infield. The Bananas playing him to pull, and finally the elevated heater gets past the barrel of Jake Skull. It's an early strikeout for Austin Krasminski.
92 on the gun, perfect location. The previous one, Vincent Chapman said, was a hair in, so the Chris Monster said, okay, I'll get it middle of the plate, still top of the zone. And there's pitchers now in double digits when it comes to Ks. 3 of them have been with Dustin Baber at the dish. Put the ball in play for the first time tonight. Check swing, did he go? Yes. This is first base umpire Chad Hash. And this one bounced over Krasminski's head. Tough play. Jackson Olsen can't make it. I don't think he would have had a chance in the world to get Babes, even if he gloved that cleanly. It's baseball and banana ball in a nutshell right there. It's a game of failure. Could come up to the dish with 3 strikeouts, but Baber comes through in a big spot. He represents the go-ahead run at first here with the game tied.
He extends now an 8-game on-base streak, and now a big opportunity for Dalton Cornett to come up with a big knock in his home state.
Stroked a single to right his last time. He's had over 800 fans from Kentucky at the ball games across these past 3 nights. Over 500 in the building here tonight, and he's treated them to a 2-for-4 performance.
Doesn't try and do too much with it. He'll take the single to right. And now the Party Animals' most dangerous bat tonight. Reese Hampton is up 2 for 3 with a single and a double.
Jake Lialios and company bringing the energy, hoping it can inspire a rally against one of the best pitchers on the tour this year. Another battle between former minor leaguers. And this one rolled over to second, could be 2. Olsen to Cox, 1 over to first, not in time. Prime didn't glove it cleanly anyway. But it looks like Hampton had beat the rap, as it's now runners on the corners with 2 down.
Well, he earned the nickname Reese Lightning for a reason. As quickly as Olsen and Cox tried to turn that double play, it was Reese Hampton just busting it down the line. And even a good stretch from Correll Prime ended up not being enough as Chase Acuff steps into the box. Takes a pitch low from Austin Krasminski.
Acuff with an RBI double his last time. Pushed across the inning-winning run in the 6th. As Krem checks on Hampton, who stole second back in the 2nd. Continues to dance off first. 2 balls, no strikes on the Animals shortstop. Roswell, Georgia kid on the mound, firing to the pride of St. Petersburg, Florida, and Acuff sends it out into right center field, drives in Baber. Hampton trying to get to third. The throw from Ty Jackson is offline. Good base running by Acuff to follow Hampton up to second. What a clutch piece of 2-out hitting for Acuff.
And it comes in a spot that Chase Acuff has been so good at batting. Krasminski working the middle in on Acuff, and he has tagged pitches in that location this year, according to TrackMan.
He did not try and do too much. Got a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. Came off his bat at 89 out into right center. That's back-to-back plate appearances with a 2-out RBI hit for Acuff. A double and now a single. And the Party Animals have pushed a run across in 4 of the last 5 innings. Continuing to put the pressure on the Bananas. Jason Swan adds to the tally. Hampton scores easily. Acuff on his heels. 2-run, 2-out single from Jason Swan. It's a 3 spot for the Animals here in the 8th.
An incredibly impressive rally for the Party Animals, and the little roller from Dustin Baber up the middle is what starts it all. Austin Krasminski just not able to quite lock in on the pitcher's mound. And the Party Animals in this series struggling to bat with runners in scoring position, doing very well here in the top of the 8th and in prime position to retake the lead in points heading into the final inning.
There's the Lexington, Kentucky kid, Bryson Bloomer, who got a piece of that. Ends up deflecting off his former Bananas teammate in the summer of 2021, Bill Leroy. Enters almost with an entirely new defense compared to the one they started the game with. Only Cox at short, Olsen at second, Alexiadis in right, and Cruz in left. The guys who still remain as Clem doesn't get the call on the 91-mile-an-hour fastball there. Swan takes off from first. This one skied in the infield. EJ making an emphatic call, and he'll make the catch. But the Party Animals push 3 runs across, scoring all of them with 2 outs, and have a superb chance to retake the lead in the all-important points department. Bananas will need 3 runs to tie the 8th, 4 runs to gain the lead before we head to our final inning. In YouTube, we get to turn Louisville Slugger Field yellow. That sound good to everybody? I'm pretty fired up about it. All right, ball game in the hands of Drew Gillespie. This is Banana Ball. Fire me up. Oh, Chad, the stream has ended on TrackMan, just so you know. Oh, the old laptop died. Chad Reese special. Happened in the meeting this past Tuesday. Strikes again on Saturday night. Oh, I love you, Chad. That's good stuff. Princess Potassia, you're going to have the floor tonight. Really fascinated to hear your thoughts on Banana Land tonight. Towing the company line right there. Oh, one of the greatest songs of all time. Each and all, on each big and all. Taj is feeling it. Drew Gillespie getting loose in the bullpen a few moments ago is going to come in to try and put the finishing touches on what could be a Party Animals victory. He's got a 3-run lead in the 8th. If he can hold the door, the Party Animals will lead 4-3 going into the 9th. And nobody has been better on the bump this year than the kid out of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Leading all qualified pitchers with a 2.10 earned run average, a 2.35 ERA plus, indicating he's been 2 times better than the tour average pitcher. And we saw him in last night's contest complete an 8th inning in 1 minute and 44 seconds, the fastest of the night for the Party Animals. He is still gunning to finish the season with an MPI mark below 3 minutes.
Drew, an NAIA national champion with Southeastern University, was at his home school, University of New Mexico, before that. Floats that one in at 73 with the curveball. Gets the fastball 91 to 94. Nice piece of hitting there by Bill Leroy. Just flicked the bat out at the bender. But terrific defense by Jason Swan for out number 1.
Well, the last time we saw those two facing off It was Villeroy who came away with a home run against Drew Gillespie on a 3-2 pitch. Now a little luck going in favor of Drew Gillespie. Really nice play over there by Jason Swan.
Ty Jackson, first pitch he sees of the ball game. He lines the opposite way for a base knock as Gillespie dropped down to submarine. Good piece of hitting by Ty. Got off speed coming in at 81, left his bat at 91. Drew all smiles. He's got 3 runs to work with. And watches a foul ball. Struck well by Dan Oberst. Gillespie will check on Ty over at first. Smart move. 2021 and 2022, Savannah Banana has always been excellent on the bags. 32 stolen bases, only caught 7 times across his 2 summers as a Banana. 1-2 here on Dan Oberst. 0 for 1 on the night. Pinch hit for his last time. Does not bite on the big curveball. Gillespie dials that one up to 90 and it's spoiled.
And some big hacks for Dan Oberst, trying to get the Bananas down to just 1 run in this 8th inning. Trying to see if he adjusts the approach at all on the next 2-2 offering as Drew Gillespie nails the outside corner. And Dan Oberst is back to the bench with a strikeout looking.
Trackman liked it. Gillespie rings the bell. And takes care of the Nanners' 2-hole hitter. Now Eric Jones Jr. steps in, having a phenomenal series here in Louisville. Celebrated his dad's birthday an evening ago. Everybody doing the math at home, that'd be Eric Jones Sr.
The OG EJ.
Correct. He was just Eric Jones until man at the dish. He was born in Jacksonville. Then everything changed. Ty takes off from first, throw down, not in time. But it doesn't matter. EJ strikes out. And the Party Animals jump back in front. They lead 4 points to 3. Down to the young professor we go.
Scoreboard. After our Party Animals win in the 8th inning, the score now sits with 3 points for the Savannah Bananas to 4 points for the Party Animals. But here is the thing about the game of banana ball. In the final inning, every run counts for a point. That means the Bananas have an opportunity to score 1 and tie it and send it to showdowns, or score 2 and walk it off. But make no mistake about it, the Party Animals are also looking to pad their lead. This is high-stakes banana ball. Louisville, Kentucky. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final inning.
And it's time to meet
the Party Animals ahead by 1 as we throw the timer out and reach our final frame. Every run scored here will count as a point. If it ends tied, we're going to tiebreaker showdowns. And the Bananas go from their closer on Thursday night to their closer an evening ago. Austin Krusmensky gives way to Danny Hosley, the best pitcher we've ever seen in banana ball history.
Out for his 42nd time this season, leading all pitchers in 2024. Last night, Hosley became the first pitcher in banana ball history with 20 saves in a single season. And you talk about him being the greatest pitcher we've ever seen in banana ball history. Owns a career 2.27 earned run average.
Incredible for baseball. Astronomically, insanely impressive for banana ball, a sport that caters to hitters so much. Take a look at his numbers here on tour number 2. Only Drew Gillespie, who you just saw on the bump, has a lower ERA this year. Here's Tanner Thomas, the pride of Fleming Island, Florida. Watches the changeup float in for strike 1 from the man out of Vienna, Virginia. Crazy to think that Hosley, coming out of high school, had no offers to play baseball. I went to Northern Colorado, was just playing intramural sports. Realized one semester in that That was not the life for him. Walked on at Patrick and Henry Community College. Spent 2 years there, 2 years at Norfolk State, finished up at George Mason. Ended up becoming a John Olerud Award finalist across the way. Put together some video game numbers across a really impressive collegiate career. And boy, has he been unbelievable in banana ball. Shows you why. That's a 78-mile-an-hour Vulcan changeup. And he gets the full capacity. Crowd-free donuts here, courtesy of Duncan.
That is strikeout number 67 on Danny Hosley's season, and that, of course, pacing all players on this 2024 World Tour. Now he'll prepare to see if he can get back-to-back Ks as Noah Fisher stands in.
It won't happen, but Ryan Cox is going to grab a trick play. Just barely over there in time. Fancy footwork from Correll Prime, who nearly takes out Fish along the way. And just like that, 2 quick outs for Hosley as Cox grabs trick play number 154.
And it's going to be an immense challenge, but that trick play puts us 5 away from 1,000 on the World Tour. We'll see if the Bananas can grab another behind Danny Hosley and then see what the Party Animals can do defensively in the bottom half of the ninth.
Armando Becerra, the pinch hitter. Third guy to hit here in the 10-hole for the Party Animals after Hussein and Ballhome. Mondo, a 2021 collegiate Banana, everyday starting center fielder. Spent a lot of time in the leadoff spot in 2-hole for the CPL champion squad. And he goes down swinging. Can't catch up to the heater, loses the bat. 2 strikeouts and a ground out in a 2-minute and 16-second half inning for Danny Hosley. Look as the bat goes flying towards the Nanners dugout. Hosley dialed it up to 91 according to TrackMan, following up the Vulcan changeup that sits in the high 70s, rarely touching 80. It is a dynamic 1-2 combo, and then of course he's got the 12-6 curve to follow it up with. As great as Hosley has been, he shows you right there, Drew Gillespie has been just as impressive in his second Banana Ball World Tour. He saw him toss a scoreless bottom of the 8th with 2 strikeouts. He's only got 1 point to work with as he tries to get the Party Animals a win here in the final night in Louisville.
And the Bananas still possess their golden batter in which they can bat 1 guy in the order regardless of the spot in which he started. I would figure the Bananas try and put D.R. Meadows into a position for Reese Lexiadis, Jackson Olsen, or Robert Anthony Cruz. It's DR 6 for 15 against Gillespie this year.
As we head to the bottom of the 9th, got to make sure I say thumbs up for Max. Shout out 14-year-old superstar just down the road at the Anchorage Middletown Fire Department, battling brain cancer, and all of us here in Banana Land are thinking of you and fighting for you here as you go through such a tough time. I know the fire department's been tremendous along the fight as well. Ball and 2 strikes on Reese Alexiadis. Fastball at 91, just misses the outside corner. 2-2 on the Nanners cleanup hitter. Jackson Olsen and Robert Anthony Cruz on deck and in the hole. Swing and a miss. Another perfectly located fastball, and Gillespie has his 3rd strikeout of the night.
And 3 straight strikeouts of the Savannah Bananas at that. Rolling on the mound, and the Bananas going to continue to roll with Jackson Olsen at the dish. He gets a changeup, a nasty one from Drew. Swings over top it. And knifes that one foul. Can't catch up to the heat. Jackson 0 for 2 tonight. Having a tremendous second World Tour. Comes in hitting .343. And he shows you why. What a piece of hitting.
Got the off speed, did not try and do too much. Has himself a huge one-out single.
That's where you've seen the evolution of Jackson Olsen's game this season. That is his 18th hit to the opposite field. 31% of his total hits have gone to left field this season. Mighty impressive.
Just like that, Malachi Mitchell pinch runs for him, representing the tying run. Robert Anthony Cruz with a mighty hack. Can't connect on the two-seamer. He represents the game's winning run. Has 6 home runs on the tour, second most on the Bananas, 4th most overall. And Gillespie continues to pound the zone. It's another 0-2 count. Goes right after Rack. This one sky high to left. Tanner Thomas, a long run. He can't get it. Oh, a disaster. Lost the ball in the sky. Was playing Cruz really quite deep. And that one falls in for a bizarre single. Here's the young professor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Savannah Bananas are going to their golden batter, hitting in the place of Brandon Crosby. Please welcome the Bananas golden batter, D.R. Meadows.
D.R. singled off of Gillespie in the 8th. You see his career as a golden batter, 3 for 6. And Drew falls behind him. The Vidalia, Georgia native. So good at getting bat on ball. Watches a fastball in there for strike 1.
Well, we know the numbers against Gillespie are good, but it's Meadows also batting .615 in the 9th inning this season. He has not let the moment get too big for him in 2024 late in games.
Has to be ready to deal with 2-seam, 4-seam, cut fastballs, a changeup, and a curve. Looked like the change there. Mitchell leads off second as the game's tying run. Cruz off of first as the game winning run. The 1-2. Fouled away. Excellent pitch, excellent fight off by Meadows.
And that's been the one Achilles heel recently for D.R. Meadows. That pitch running in on his hands. If I was Drew Gillespie, I would go right back to that spot.
He goes off speed. It's a pop into the shallow outfield. Baber can't find it. It ends up falling in the infield. Gillespie catches it on a bounce, throws over to third. Infield fly was never called, and it's going to be a double play. Ball game's over. Party Animals win. How the infield fly was not called, I couldn't tell you. But none of the 6 umpires declared infield fly rule, and the Bananas lose in bizarre fashion.
A wild ending to this ball game for sure, but it's the Party Animals avoiding the sweep here in Louisville and finally finding a way to snap the Bananas' 10-game winning streak this year.
Twilight in Louisville was playing tricks on Party Animals, outfielders, infielders, and the umpires alike. Nobody knew where the banana ball was. It leads to a Bananas single, and then that pop-up landing in the infield. Turns into a bizarre double play. Let's get it down to our Party Animals correspondent, Drake Toll.
Here with Mike. Bob off the basis of the Party Animals. Skip to win it tonight here in Louisville, take the end cap of the weekend. What does that say about the Party Animals, and to do it on ESPN too?
Well, it was needed. It was needed for sure. Tough 2 games to start off the series, but we battled back, and we talked about bringing the electricity and the energy tonight, and I think we definitely did.
What sets the Party Animals apart?
I think just our enjoyment and the pace that we can keep up and the energy we can keep all game long. And we're here to fight, and that's the Party Animals.
Skip, congrats on the win.
Appreciate you, boys. Thank you, guys.
Josh, Biko, Animals win it tonight. Party on, and back to you.
Thank you very much, Drake Toll. Thank you so much, Mike Vivacis. A weird way to end the ball game. Another look here. First and second, one out. It really should have been an infield fly rule called. None of the umpires declare it. Drew steps on second, tosses it over to Bloomer. The tag on Malachi. And just like that, a 1-5 double play ends the ball game when the Bananas had the tying run on second, the go-ahead run on first. Welcome up into the booth with Josh Cholewski, Biko Scala. That is how the Bananas' incredible 10-game winning streak ends.
It's a pretty wild ending, but nonetheless, we've got to commend the Party Animals for the job that they did tonight. Drew Gillespie coming in these 8th and 9th innings, shutting down the Bananas yet again, and the way in which the Party Animals were able to rally offensively multiple times in this ballgame. Sometimes it is very tough to collect 4 points as the away team offensively. The Party Animals did a good job of just consistently keeping the offense going throughout this ball game.
So that cuts the Party Animals deficit in the season series against the Bananas down to 8 with 22 to play. We saw last year the Party Animals were down 8 games with 9 to play. They won all 9. So it is not insurmountable, but this is a very different Bananas team than a year ago. It's still a very tough task ahead of the bad boys of Bananaland.
Sometimes you just need a little momentum to start going their way. Maybe this is that start for the Party Animals. I know that they're going to go into Cleveland next weekend very hungry, and I think the Bananas and Party Animals also will go into that weekend collectively hungry to set that 1,000th trick play when we're over there. We saw 20 strikeouts in tonight's game from all of the pitchers in this ball game. I think so much of the swing and the miss is the reason we did not see the record here tonight. But nonetheless, the fans once again showed out. 2 foul balls caught tonight, and they tied the single series record. 7 foul balls caught across these 3 contests.
Louisville, Kentucky joins Fresno, California as the 2 cities out of 47 that have ever gotten banana ball in a 3-game set to make 7 foul outs to fans. So impressive work by the Louisville faithful. Very cool getting to see Dalton Cornett and Bryson Bloomer finally play banana ball here in their home state, and the next time you will see us will be on the Bananas YouTube page as well as Bally Live at Progressive Field, home of the Cleveland Guardians. It will be the 4th Major League Baseball stadium banana ball ever goes to. It is sure to be a wild scene.
It's going to be a really juicy matchup, especially considering in Major League games this season, we saw the Bananas get their win in Minute Maid Park in early March, and then the Party Animals came back with a win in Fenway Park on June the 8th. So that Major League season series is going to be on the line when we get to Cleveland.
And someone's going to win it, because then we go to Citizens Bank Park and we finish in Lone Depot Park down in Miami. So it will be 5 games in total between the Bananas and Party Animals in big league parks. Of course, the Nanners took down the Firefighters in Washington, D.C., which is why we get that just there. Boy, we have to shout out the cast and crew that makes this thing possible. A big thank you to Sean Fluke and Bryson Bloomer for joining us on the mic tonight. For my partner, Josh Cholewski, Drake Toll down on the field, our coordinating producer, Chad Reese, director, Chris Haynes, technical director, Griffin Ellis, engineer, Nick Keldy, and the rest of our remarkably talented crew, as well as the superstars up in Bristol. I am Biko Scala, saying so long for now. As we said, we'll see you again next Saturday night on the Bananas YouTube page and Bally Live as the Nanners and Party Animals battle it out in Progressive Field up in Cleveland, Ohio. College Game Day featured is next here on ESPN2, and ESPN 8 The Ocho will finish in style, returning at midnight sharp with Car Jitsu. It will go all the way till 11 a.m. tomorrow. We'll see you in a week's time for Banana Ball's 4th Major League Baseball stadium. And of course, we'll see you later!